Hey guys, it's Mark back here once again with another unboxing video for you, and today we're looking at this phone right here. This is the Galaxy A16 5G from Samsung. We're going to get into this, take a look at the phone itself, see what the specs are a little bit, and just what you get inside the box. So let's take a look around. So right off the back, you can just see just a load of text here, but if we look a bit closer here, it actually tells you what type of charger you can use. So 10 to 25 watt. Um, so make sure that you don't use above that, I guess. You probably could, but 10 to 25 is recommended. Just a standard Galaxy A16 5G text on the side. Nothing on that side. Just some basic information there because this is a European model. I'm in the UK. And if we look here, it actually gives you a bit of the details in terms of the specs, in terms of what we're going to find inside the box. So this particular one is 128 gigabytes with 4 GB RAM. It's the light grey version made in India. So yeah, we're going to get into this unboxing. I will say from the outset, so Samsung released over the past year a number of A series phones. This is one of them. I believe this was released in October of 2024. And it's actually one of their budget phones. We wanted to take a look and see phones on the budget end. A lot of people have been saying that all they see are the latest iPhones, etc. So we wanted to take a look at these phones here for those people which are on a tighter budget, see how will they hold up for day-to-day use, as well as for things like gaming. So we're going to look a bit into that as well. But yeah, let's get into it. The A16 5G. Let's unbox. So straight away on the back, we can see they've got the tags here. We're just going to take these off. I'm doing a terrible, terrible job right here. It should have just come off straight away. Gonna have to grab my knife now to fix the mess that I made. To be fair, those stickers are not that great on the back. They're not like the Apple experience, that much I will say. I can actually feel the difference in terms of the quality, even of the tags. So there it is. It's unboxed now. Or see, it's untied now. Get inside the box. So instantly, when we see here, we've got this box here. It's going to be the instructions in here. You've got a SIM pin, obviously on the front. It's good to see Samsung still doing that on their devices. Let's take a look inside the box, see what we get. Okay, so it's a flip out book, bit different, typical thing, your usual starter guide. And obviously we've got the cable, which is USB-C to USB-C. All phones now will be exactly that, USB-C to USB-C, especially here in the UK. Nothing else inside the box, just a bit more details. So you've got your warranty card. So that is pretty much it in terms of what's inside that little box. And then obviously you've got the phone itself. Again, there's no power brick that comes with it. Underneath here, nothing. No power brick that comes with it. It's literally just a phone and the charging cable that you're going to be seeing. So let's get rid of all these extras and get to the device itself. So a little bit of information about this while I get to the device. I'm trying not to destroy the wrapping too much. So like I said, this is what they call the light grey model. As it's a very basic Samsung phone, this only has a 2.4 gigahertz octa-core CPU, which is going to be good for just normal everyday use, I suppose. But when we're looking at gaming, you could probably do some basic gaming, but nothing too intense. 4 GB RAM, Bluetooth 5.3 on this one. It is rated with the IP54, so that's just very basic dust and splash protection right there. And they do say, Samsung, that you're going to get 6 generations of upgrades with the OS. So if you're worried about how long this will last, I don't think you need to. But yeah, it looks like a very decent looking phone. So just going through the features of the phone. So on the side of it, you've got your volume up and down right here. You've also got your power button. So you literally will just give it a nice little touch with your power button. This also acts as your fingerprint reader. So for those of you looking whether it's going to be Face ID or fingerprint, it is a fingerprint reader. So that's your fingerprint reader as well as your volumes up and down. And as I was saying earlier, this will be where you put your SIM pin in and put your SIM card in order to get yourself connected on to your network. At the bottom here, we have the USB-C port. So it is a USB-C charging phone, which we mentioned earlier. And it is a single speaker on here. So not stereo, just a single speaker right here. And that's all you get in terms of the phone itself. Just looking again, like I said, very smooth. It is like a little bit of a ridge here, which I guess it helps you to identify and grip the phone as well. Grip the phone when you're holding like this, and also being able to, if you're, I suppose, if you're fumbling around at night time, it help you to realize what side of the phone you're on, because on the other side you don't have the ridge. So yeah, this will definitely help you to identify that. And yeah, the phone looks very, very nice. On the back of it, obviously you've got your three cameras. So when we're looking at the cameras right now, your top camera right here, this is your ultra wide camera, which is only a 5 megapixel ultra wide. Then you've got your 50 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel macro camera. So that's what you get there. Nothing too splendid. Again, this is a budget phone, so you can't expect the best cameras with all the best settings, etc. But I'm pretty sure they're going to take some decent pictures, decent videos, and I'm going to be showing that later on when I do a bit of B-roll. So definitely stay tuned until the end. And then obviously on the front of the phone, you've got this 13 megapixel camera as well, for the front facing one, for those of you that love to take selfies. 13 megapixels is probably about your standard roundabout now. Pretty decent. You'll get some decent photos in there. Again, as it's a budget phone, you can't expect anything too serious in terms of the quality of it. But if you just want to take some quick pictures, quick videos, you can definitely get the job done with this phone. So as I was saying, inside the box, you're literally getting the phone itself, the USB cable, and obviously all the documentation that we saw with that earlier. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just switch it on and set it up, and I'll come back and we'll get a bit of testing in terms of like gaming and general use and see how it fares. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've changed position and I've now got the phone set up. So we're just going to take a quick look at it right here. As you can see, everything it looks very smooth, very easy as I'm just swiping through the screen. There don't seem to be any problem whatsoever, no kind of lag. It was very, very smoothly indeed. Just swiping up here and going across these apps. Again, there's no delay, moves very quickly, and you have to take in mind that obviously this phone is fresh, was only released in October 2024. So the phone is fresh. I've not really put anything on it. So you can imagine once you've started to download more apps, put in pictures, videos, and taking up more memory, etc., that the phone will move a bit slower. But yeah, as it stands, it does move very quickly. No problems whatsoever from this phone. So let's just go in and take a look at the settings real quick. So as you saw earlier, it's supposed to be 128 gigabytes with 4 gigabytes RAM of memory. So let's just take a look here, just bring the phone a bit closer. And as you can see, 128 gigabytes with 4 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, exactly as we said it was supposed to be. I've downloaded these 3 games. And as you can see here, we've got Tetris, Solitaire, and Call of Duty. Definitely want to test these out and just see how they play, how quickly they load, etc. So let's just go into Solitaire, start with something very simple to begin with, and then we see if the game plays smoothly and what the kind of lag is as you're playing the games. You definitely can't fit any AAA games on this phone, I would say. So don't expect to play any of the high top level games, but things like Solitaire, Tetris should be fine. Call of Duty as well, and we'll see how that plays later. So I haven't played Solitaire for a long time actually, so let's see how it goes. Just do a bit of gaming here. Just moving around the cards. It seems to be very smooth, moving very quickly. As soon as I touch the screen, as you can see, the cards are moving across. There isn't any lag in terms of the gameplay, but it's what you expect, really. It's a very simple game. There's no high demands on the chip whatsoever. So you should expect that this game is going to go very smoothly. Even, just playing any kind of game like this will be just fine on this phone. So just tapping here, as you can see. And yeah, there's literally been no delay when I'm just tapping, and it just seems to be moving very quickly without any issues whatsoever. I think that's enough. I don't think you really need to see much here. So let's move on to the next game. Okay, guys, so we've got Tetris loaded here, and I'm just going to do a quick few lines just to show you guys how the game responds and if there's any delay. And from what I'm seeing here right now, there isn't any delay whatsoever. When I move across and swipe down, it just does it instantly. When I touch the screen, there is literally no delays. So you can expect for any simple games, as I was saying, like Solitaire or anything like that, that you'll be able to play them without any issues whatsoever. The game doesn't take much from the CPU. It's not very demanding. So yeah, it will always be a very smooth gaming experience. When you'll start to have any problems might be when you're playing some of the higher end games. And that's why we're going to test that Call of Duty in a bit, just to see how that plays, if there's any delays when I'm moving around my character. But right here on Tetris, yeah, as you can see, very simple, very easy to play. Game cleared level. So let's move on to the next one. So I'm going to go straight into a multiplayer game. Just something very quick so I can show you guys exactly what to expect on a game like this. I don't do a lot of mobile gaming, by the way, so let's see. I get my excuses in from now, but we'll see how well I do. Not doing too bad, but the game's just started. I'm pretty sure that it's going to get a lot worse. Yeah, the game plays pretty well. I'm not experiencing any lag whatsoever. Um, yeah, I mean the movement is pretty good. The response is good. It shoots when I'm saying to shoot. Should have reloaded, but you didn't. Yeah, so pretty much that's it. I'm hoping you guys can see it. I don't know if I did a good job of showing the screen. Let me move it over here a bit. That sniper must have been looking inside the scope because he did not see me whatsoever, boy. Wow. Oh, complete miss there. But yeah, gaming works very well, so let's move on. So I've just come outside to take a few pictures and videos for you guys to see exactly what the quality of the camera is like. So let's start off with a few videos. This is just my local high street. You can see here that this is the quality of the camera. This is what it's going to look like. If I do a bit of zooming in and out, you guys should be able to see exactly what that's like as well. So obviously the zoom is not going to be the best. Again, you're not working with the high-end cameras, but you get a decent videos. It does record in 4K, so you can get that as well. But yeah, the videos look very decent, I think. Moving on to the pictures, and just a few snaps of the same local high road. I'm just doing a few cars, some shops. This is what the pictures look like. And again, if we zoom in, this is what you're going to get in terms of picture quality. And switching to the selfie camera, yep, here's me. This is what the selfies are going to look like, getting my ugly mug on the camera. But decent. I think the camera is very decent. You better get a few pictures out of these, and most definitely, again, don't expect anything high quality like you'll get in some of your iPhones and any other top end phones. But if you're just happy with just basic pictures and videos, this will definitely do a good job for you. I think they look pretty good. Let me know in the comments what you think as well. So that's it, guys, for the unboxing video. Like I was saying, you get your phone inside the box as well as your USB-C cable and some paperwork. This is the Galaxy A16 5G. Remember to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And make sure you keep up with all the other videos which are coming. And I shall see you in the next one.